specific to
I
business?
have a few points, but you told me not to use stats, so then if somebody can use these points.
Give me the points that you have.
So, the points that I have are basically these are different researchers that have the names and everything of these papers, yeah. So some key findings are, okay, so half of the online shopping from tier 2 and tier 3 cities are from mobiles compared to just 1/3 from tier 1 cities. The percentage of online buyers making shopping queries from a mobile device have grown from 24% to 57% in the past 4 years. In the past 2 years, sorry. Then also, women are far more active on online shopping platforms. So they outspend men by the ratio of 2:1. And okay, new buyers. More than 70% of people in tier 2 and tier 3 cities who currently do not make purchases online are expected to do so in the next 12 months. This is the current report. So by the end of 2015.
Nice, good points.
Then, okay, more than 60% of the buyers reported that they were not satisfied with online shopping experiences, and out of this, 58% were in tier 1.
Okay.
Then also, yeah, this is the important point. See, there was a lack of trust. 55% of buyers who do not trust the quality that they get through online shopping. But what we've seen is because of cash on delivery, although the person just comes and delivers everything at home, and you still have to make a payment, but still it has a psychological impact on people. So because of cash on delivery, online purchases have increased by 50%. So that is something that has impacted people in India, because we do not really going.
No, this is okay. I think
good. I think yeah, it's very good points. Particularly when you talk about women, outdoing the amount and all that. It's very
lifestyle and all.
So keep it that way. You can still talk about business.
Business is a larger part.
Right.
This is lifestyle, emotional value attached.
So I talk about this, yeah.
And this is our
have those points. Have those
I'll
points.
keep these points.
So you're doing the emotional thing as well as the facts and figures.
Okay.
Do the whole thing.
This is consumer behavior basically.
So how do you break it down? What are you going to look at specifically?
I talk about impact of social media on Indian Indian business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me more. Tell me more. What are you going to say?
In which I can say that what is the current Facebook user base in India and how it is affecting business. What are the businesses affected? The sectors which is affecting actually. How it is benefiting? Which are the sectors that is benefited? Impact on e-commerce. Impact of Facebook on e-commerce.
Okay. Again, further broken down to tier 1, tier 2, tier 3? No.
Yeah, it will be not tier 1, tier 2, it will be the impact on urban and rural.
Okay,
and also the impact of social media which is taking people from e-commerce to e-commerce in some way.
Okay. And what about the impact on offline business, the traditional businesses? Do you want to talk about that too?
Yes, that is
Yeah.
the disadvantages. I talk about the disadvantages. Basically,
no, you can say how
It's not disadvantages.
sales have been increased in offline also.
right. Increased.
Yeah, it is
Increased offline sales, right?
How? Yeah, talk about that.
because people got to know the product, people know the product exists, there's no.
Offline sales are not increased.
It has increased, you can check it, I'll show you. It is increased.
Good. See, we didn't look at this angle. It's not a bad point. If it's truly the fact that offline businesses have gone up,
Good,
I doubt that, I don't know. But
Good,
if you
I
can check and if you can
understand.
prove that, then it's a very good angle. You can talk about that.
See, why I'm
Not
telling
just
you,
this.
Facebook is very popular in US also. So
Yeah.
if you speak about Facebook towards the end of it, we cover a section for Facebook. US audience will be able to relate to it.
No, but we are talking only from business perspective. How is Facebook impacting businesses in India? If traditional businesses or offline businesses have been impacted positively or negatively?
Certain sector.
See, there are success stories in Facebook itself, India specific.
Certain sector.
So we can check it out. What is the success stories
Why
and
don't you do a Google search? Success stories of
no, in Facebook itself we have, and they launched. Facebook recently launched something called just this morning. I'll get that link. It is it's launching specifically for India specific rural areas too. So that is
Facebook Lite or something.
yeah, I don't know. I'll find out. But in Facebook, you can go check out success stories from India.
blog.facebook.com.
Yeah, it's not blog. Just search for in Facebook newsroom. Facebook newsroom. They don't have a blog. It's a newsroom. In the newsroom, you can see some success stories. Facebook newsroom.
So who wants to jump into Vignesh's story about the numbers? Would you like to do it or he?
Somebody else?
I have 2-3 points. Let me know which one shall I speak
Because
about.
he
First
was
is like-
prepared with figures, so he's in a better position to do it.
That's it. I am prepared with this.
Okay.
Not on the users, specific users. So ask me about Facebook users, no.
Okay.
Okay,
You
Vignesh.
tell the story. Let's do this.
Yeah, first is like Facebook.
Forget
and
about this.
WhatsApp,
Just tell your story of Facebook.
Okay, we have a maid at home, like so he's a full-time maid, and whenever we give him a work, like he'll complete it within short time, and he used to take photos of all those food after cooking. One day I saw, and then I asked him, why are you taking all these photos? And then later on I checked, and then he used to share all those photos with his friends through Facebook and WhatsApp. So his friend is also working somewhere in Chennai, and he used to share his photos. Like they used to share, like what they have done today, and they're sharing everything through social media. So I was so much happy that even he's using.
You can't use the word maid. I just checked it. Maid is mostly a girl.
No, I checked that maid is not mostly a girl. It can be also a male. Maid can be a male too.
I just checked it.
Maybe actually a girl actually.
Just say
Okay.
domestic.
Yeah, that's
I like that.
we can use
Let's do the
something.
domestic
Domestic health. Domestic
No,
health.
male or female.
Fine. So he used to share everything through social media. And one day I asked him to deposit a check to a bank. So I just told him, check this deposit in Yes Bank, Koramangala, and suddenly he started opening his Google Map application, and I was so much amazed because he started using Google Maps and he searched and he started the direction, and he went himself directly without asking me, though he is very much new to Bangalore. So that way he is very much, like internet is very much essential for everyone.
Internet
Then
has
you can-
penetrated.
Then you can jump in
More
and then
than internet is essential, we'll say internet has penetrated the nooks and corners of the country. This is a very apt example. A newbie coming from a rural area to a place like Bangalore, and he's able to access certain places which wouldn't have been possible before Google Maps, for example, or does it Maps?
So I'll mention Facebook, WhatsApp, and Google
Right.
Maps.
That will be emotional.
About
So how do you jump in here now with this story?
No, I can come in there. India the largest. We use it the third largest.
Yeah.
I
Second
have
largest in terms of
figures of
population.
what is the population for Tier 1, Tier 2, how many Tier 1 cities are there?
No, but we decided that if he says the Facebook story or something like that,
Now, he can come in because he's got a Facebook user.
do you want to do that, Avik? User base of Facebook in India. I agree with Vignesh. I mean, look at the base. Look at the user base of Facebook in India. You just give that number, and that's all. You just stop at that,
Yeah.
and then you go with the second story.
180
You can
million
even say
monthly
thank you,
active
Avik.
users.
Thank you, Avik, for the support, and then you go with the second story.
See, and also now all these
And
interior.
he does it in his mobile, through his mobile.
yeah,
Mobile.
everything through mobile.
I've got a very good point out here. This is called daily active users. There are around 55 million daily active users. Out of which
Facebook.
in Facebook, out of which 49% uses Facebook through mobile. That is around 89% accounts of the user base under DAE.
What's the number of mobile users through Facebook?
Total number?
Facebook users through
monthly
mobile.
active users
Yeah,
is
Facebook
around
users through mobile.
monthly active users is around 180 million, but the daily under daily active users.
So there is recording going on. That's why I could not speak to you guys. This is a podcast that they are doing. I just wanted to show them. Their brainstorming session and how they prepare to come up with the podcast is the session. It's not a session. I just want to bring what they are doing and how they come up with ideas for this podcast. That is what we are doing. And welcome all of the audience, and this is just a brainstorming session. I just want to bring that one up, and I could not speak inside. That's why I just came out. By the way, have some questions. I'll come outside and answer. So this is not a session. It is just a brainstorming session. But I want to bring that one so that you can get a feel of how we prepare for the podcast. We have this Digital India podcast for both India audience and international audience. So this is how we prepare, and that I want to bring it. And you can also be part of this particular podcast, which just let us know. We can have you part of it. You can be in the discussion. You can share your points, and you can bring in your topic and ideas. So that's what we're going to do. Anything else you want answers from? Hi from India. Hi. HCAS. What's your name? Just type in and where in India you're from. Preparing for podcast. Digital. You can go check it out. Digital India podcast. Hi Miko from Indonesia. We finally met someone from Bangalore. Of course. Varun, we are doing a daily periscopes, and if you can go check out my profile and Manjunath and the students, we actually daily come up with periscope almost every day. So let me go inside, but if there is any questions, I'm going to come outside and answer. Is it fine? Say yes, or give me a thumbs up or some hearts. What do you guys do? We do training in digital marketing. Our website is Web Marketing Academy. Check out webmarketingacademy.in. Facebook success stories. I'm going to ban you. Okay. We're in Bangalore, Indranagar. So, Web Marketing Academy. Facebook success story is nothing but it's a case study of how Facebook ads and companies are using. You can go to Facebook newsroom, and then you can find out information there. Facebook newsroom. You can find success stories, or you can just do a Google search, Facebook success stories in Facebook newsroom.
Abhi, who's been with us for a very long time, joining in for the second session this week. So thank you guys for coming here. I really appreciate your effort and time.
And thank you for the audience who are watching too.
Thank you for the audience who are watching. So we are looking at the 7th largest country in the world, the second most populous country in the world, how internet is changing the world for India, from Indian perspective. We'll start with Vignesh. Vignesh has some really interesting stories to share. Hopefully that'll get us kick-started.
Yes, I'd like to share about my domestic helper. So we used to give him a lot of cooking and cleaning things. And as soon as once he cleans and once he cooks up all the food, he used to take photographs of the dishes he made every day. And every time he used to just take photos. So one day I asked him, why are you taking photos of food, and then what are you going to do with it? So then he showed me his mobile phone, and I was so much amazed because he used to share all those photos with his friend who is in Chennai and who is in Bihar. Basically, he's from Bihar. So he used to share it through WhatsApp and Facebook. I was so much amazed, and even his friend, he shares something, some tips how to cook or something, some new dishes. So they are sharing everything through social media, and then he is giving us, like different varieties of food every day. So I was so much happy about him, and also like I asked him to deposit a check to S Bank in Koramangala. So I just told him, I asked him to deposit this check, and then suddenly he started using this, Google Maps, and then I was like stunned, and then I was like seeing, looking at him what he was doing, and then he checked himself where's the exact location, and then he started walking himself like to the bank, and then he deposited everything, though he is not much literate. So this is how.
So can he speak English?
No, he
Oh, he can't
speak
speak English.
Yeah.
Okay.
He speak only Hindi, and he's still managing with everything. And he went there, he deposited the check, he came back home, and then he said, "Do you have any other work?" I was like, "Wow, he's the best, housekeeper." And so this is how internet is like influencing everyone in India, and as well as it is being used in nook and corner of in India.
Very good. Just a piece of feedback here. See, when you're saying the story, keep the sentences short and one story at a time. After you finish the Facebook, you're directly moving into apps, for example, right? In this case, there is no stop there after the first story. We are trying to make a point how Facebook has shrunk the second largest populated country in the world. So you make your first story, and then you're going to tell the point you're trying to make, right? And then give it a couple of seconds. Also, and then you continue with the story number 2, then the point you're trying to make. While he's at it, you naturally interrupt or not interrupt, just add to his point, telling that
Then
absolutely what he's
you
saying
have
is
to
right,
do a
and this
pause
is
somewhere. You pause.
Pause.
So that can come in.
Okay.
okay. So story 1, point you're trying to make, pause. People should digest that story and the point you're trying to make. Give it a little time, and then you start
Before
with the
moving
second.
on your story, when you moved from Facebook, what your servant did, sharing recipes or photos over Facebook with his friends, and to his story or going to bank. Between that, it will be a break. So I can come in with the figures.
Good.
Okay.
That's
Okay. So
let's rehearse once again. So
we'll try it again. Okay, that's okay. We'll do it later. For now, let's say that did happen. He did pause. How are you going to transition into what you want to say?
Yeah, Vignesh is so true. Like in the internet penetration has reached the nook and corner of the city and India. So what we can say, if you go by the figures, the Facebook monthly users in India are currently standing at 118 million.
Okay. For those who joined new, welcome. This is just a audio podcast that we are recording, and we just want to show you how we prepare for the audio podcast. It's a podcast for Digital India podcast, and we just show you behind the scenes of how we prepare to do the show. So this is a weekly show. One we have for immediate release, and one for Indian audience, that is Digital India podcast. The one that we are preparing now, the podcast is about the latest happening in digital marketing in India. So we have 2 podcasts. One is a Digital India podcast, which the audience are hi Mahu, hi. One we do it for international audience. Maho, hi. I'm good. How are you? So one we do for India specific audience, that is Digital India podcast. We bring in international news and then we share it. The second one is the FIR, for immediate release podcast, and we contribute what are the latest things happening in India, and that is international audience. So this is for, and then we have a discussion and a debate which is happening right now, and we are preparing here. So that is what is happening. So you can check it out, Digital India. Yes, nice, sounds like fun. Thank you, Andy. Where are you from, Andy? So yeah, we are in Bangalore and San Francisco. Very nice. We are from Bangalore, India. Web Marketing Academy is what we do. These are all students, and you can also see here. This is the classroom that is happening right here. Mansi is taking the class, and that Mansi is doing class on Google AdWords. You see there. And then there's another thing that is happening here. Solid projector seems like this is good place to study. Thank you. Yeah, people come here. That's a projector there. So we have 6 to 8 people in the batch. She's taking Google AdWords. See ya.
Doesn't necessarily mean that I'm using maps. Just because I'm using an Airtel Tata Domo, it has no relation to me if I'm using maps or not. Agree? Yes.
And
So
also,
like,
like,
add a point.
You don't break it up to that level. I don't think you need to break it up to that
See, I'll do something. Let Vignesh do the story part. Let him open it with stories. Then someone come in with figures, like we were going the previous way.
Tell me something new. I'm bored.
New means how?
Because it is already known. What do I not know now?
No, I'm saying that instead of someone jumping into his points,
That's good, right? I'm
Yeah,
saying
you
that
can.
he's saying
Sorry to interrupt. I would like to tell you that this is the number of people here. As on date, this is the number of people using it. You can start and comment.
Absolutely. Yes, you could do that. Yes.
And then go back.
But even if he's pausing and Abhi jumps in, dude, I like that point. Vignesh, you're absolutely right, and this is the number. All I'm saying is just make the point short, crisp. Don't beat around the bush. Goes to everybody, right? Were you bored?
When he's bored?
No, overall so far.
No.
Okay. Arjun?
no, I'm not saying board.
Okay, good. Amrita, any feedback?
I actually use
Fair enough. But what about the start? Feedback for me also. Initially, when we started the transition to the story, do you guys have anything?
Where do we say about India?
When do we see about India?
India, how potential. That's
After this, he finishes the story and he comes to this.
okay.
And then after these two numbers are done, his stories are done, I'll be like, wouldn't it be interesting to know how the Indian population that we've been bragging about so long is divided? I mean, how many tiers, how many cities? Why don't you share some inputs on that, Manikandan, and then you jump in and tell the story? Yeah? Will that make sense? We'll keep trying, So let's go with the second story. Facebook is done, Maps is done.
Okay. Second is online banking.
And do not repeat whatever you said. Just once, clear, move on. Crisp.
Okay. Online banking. 2-3 years ago, if someone wants to deposit to a different account, so he has to go to a bank and then he has to stand in a big queue and then he has to deposit a check or amount or whatever. And ATMs were also less at that time. Nowadays, everything has done online. If I want to transfer any amount, I'll just do it online. So, for example, if I want to transfer my home rent, so I'll just do it online, and there is a few banks like ICICI and Yes Bank. They have come up with IMPS.
Go ahead,
IMPS IFSC fund transfer, which gives me accessibility to transfer immediate fund transfer, that is 24/7. So whenever I want to transfer anything, I can just do it.
Very good. So can we use words like few clicks and taps? While people were standing in queue for hours together in the past, nowadays people are able to access their bank accounts with a few clicks or taps, and also show some enthusiasm. This is amazing, and these guys are doing it so quickly, and it's changed the way we back or we transact with the bank, something like that.
See, and also it will show in your voice when you're happy or when you're excited. See, you can see the difference. So even if you have to stand up and say something, say it, so that you can see you can actually hear the voice, excitement and enthusiasm in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Your smile also comes across. You won't realize that. You think it's not a video, it's audio, but when you smile and speak, that happiness comes across. That's true. Okay. So he finished the story with Facebook. He spoke about maps and he spoke about online banking. I think all three are cool, very good points. Maybe we'll write a script, practice it, and avoid too many you-knows. I noticed it a couple of times, but otherwise, it happens if you don't have it written. Make it bullet points. It won't come. Believe me, it automatically will.
Hey guys, I was inside, so that's why I could not talk. But good job, Carol and Amar. You guys are interacting with the audience. That is great. So, for example, if I can't talk or if you are inside, I think you guys can do the moderation or maybe answer them. That would be great. Since they are talking and it's not recording, they're just preparing. By the way, for those who joined right now, it is just a podcast that we are doing, and we are preparing for the podcast, and I just want to show behind the scenes of this particular podcast for FIR. So you can check out Digital India Podcast, or you can check out FIR Podcast Network. So I'm just going inside. You guys answer the questions.
Makes your argument even more convincing.
Because people nowadays, even couple of days ago, we celebrated Environment Day, and everyone they just show their whether that is not newspaper. Yeah, but nowadays no one is using
maybe an hour
billing. Like everyone are e-billing. And also like I
but
can
not
pay my
1 hour,
mobile phone
20
bills
minutes
and
and
everything.
record.
I get my mobile phone.
Yeah, I get my mobile phone bills, and then I used to pay it online.
Awesome. Yeah. So by going online, we are also contributing towards the greater good of a better universe. We are going green. We are avoiding papers. Nice. Good points. Do you want to jump in with something for these points? Do you have any specific numbers? In India, how many banking transactions happen online nowadays in India? I think that number will be.
We have actually things that I went by what you have mentioned earlier. So
Fair enough. No, but
business figures I need to take on.
can we check how many banks have their own mobile apps to provide the internet banking system?
Almost everything, almost all banks, except government banks, like State Bank. Even State Bank they have.
State Bank also have that.
Even they have. State Bank of Hyderabad or State Bank of Trivandrum, those banks they don't have it. But still, it comes under.
Okay,
State Bank
can you make a generic statement saying that majority of the banks that we transact in India already have their own mobile apps? So what you're saying is right. Let's close it that way. Yeah.
And also to promote online users, banks give special offers who are doing some online transactions.
Two things we need to do. One is to understand what I'm going to say, what figures I'm going to present. Number one. Number two is the cost.
Okay.
You can make the cost so that I can find.
So what is ad rotation and what does optimize for clicks say? Show ads expected to provide more clicks. What you're telling Google is that, remember, for a couple of keywords you can have ad copies, and we suggest that you have at least 3 ad copies per ad group, correct? What you're trying to tell Google is that if there are certain ads, let's say you have ad copy 1, ad copy 2, ad copy 3, out of this, every time it is shown, ad copy 1 gets 10 clicks. Let's say out of 20 times it's shown. Ad copy 2 gets 5 clicks out of 20 times. Ad copy 3 gets 3 clicks out of 20 times.
Carol says hi.
Is on Periscope?
Yeah.
Awesome. Hi Carol, we're missing you in the classes. Where are you? Okay, ad copy 1, ad copy 2, ad copy 3. So what is benefiting the advertiser in this?
Ad copy 1.
Ad copy 1? Because you're getting maximum clicks. I don't know what you've done in that ad copy.
How do I go to the second? Try one, try two.
So Vignesh was talking about how Facebook and WhatsApp and even Google Maps have reached out to the nooks and corners of country. It'll be interesting to see the different kinds of cities that are there in India and how internet has basically penetrated the various nooks and corners. Manikandan, maybe you can share some insights on the impact or the penetration of internet in various cities. Yeah.
In India, basically what they have done is they have divided cities or India based on the population. Place with more than 1 million is called an urban area.
Okay. Places with more than 1 million people.
1 million people is called an urban area.
Okay.
And where it is more than 2 million, we call that as an tier 3 cities.
Okay.
So 1 minute, I'll stop for a minute. We got feedback from our live audience. Of course, Carol is there. She's telling, get some ideas and perspective from your moms and dads. Very good, right? About this particular thing, how the internet and all these things.
Yeah, my mom is on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
She's with me all the time. We're just going to different cities now. So she keeps on WhatsApping me from the recipes and everything, and then I.
Interesting.
Yeah, and one more thing is like my dad is on Facebook, so I couldn't post anything.
What about others? Do you guys parents?
Yes,
Do
my
they-
father is in Facebook.
Facebook? How old is he?
He is around 63.
Wow, look at that. Huh.
Yeah, so he likes Facebook and he is interested in all the tech news which I post in my Facebook account.
How old you said? 60?
3.
Wow, that is interesting, right? What about others? Anybody else? Parents? Or people who... Can you fix my computer? Take. Very good. Thank you, Carol. That's a good suggestion.
Yeah, thanks, Karen. You're not coming, but you do add some points. So thank
Right.
you. Okay, good. Sorry, that's good. I like that idea. Maybe we'll try and capture some details about that. We'll talk to some of our,
Friends and family. And
friends, family, the older generation, just to get their perspective about what they think internet is about. Who wants to take that up?
Hi from Chicago.
I think
Hi, Rudy.
Yeah. Good. Okay. So Amrita takes.
So why don't you both also give some suggestions? Talk to your parents because they're using them, right?
Yeah.
So just ask them, what do you think, and they will get some suggestions from there.
Okay, you collect the information, but everybody will talk, including I'll speak to my mom. Vignesh to his parents.
I have a neighbor actually. She is probably 85 years old.
Okay.
Okay. She loves music.
Hmm.
She loves music and she used to play piano. But because she is old, she is not able to play piano. But she loves to listen to people who are playing piano. What she does is she's staying alone. She is not married or whatever. She's staying alone in her home. And she logs into YouTube, downloads it, hears it.
Downloads what?
YouTube
Videos. Very nice. Huh?
Yeah. She doesn't know anything about Windows or anything. She only knows how to log in, how to search in YouTube, and log out.
Very nice. Interesting, right?
There is an auntie of mine who is around 65 years of age, and she lost her son around 4 years back. That fellow was around 37 years of age. He was working in some multinational company, was a chartered accountant, and she was like devastated after that. And then suddenly, a couple of years back, we gifted her a tab.
Okay, tablet.
Yeah, tablet. And after that, she has been like using it. She's been in the Facebook, and she's been using it all the time. And that has, to a certain extent, brought her senses back, and now she's normal actually.
Very
So
nice.
this is
Wow.
one way where social media has played a great role, to engage someone and to and help her to forget
Very interesting
whatever
story.
the bad things that happened.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, these are.
So,
So, are you also
social media can make your life very forgiving actually.
very nice? You never thought about all these things, right?
Yeah.
So, are you talking about some apps and things for using it for crime and other things?
Yes, I have. I have something for that. So I recently read an article. I don't remember where, but a gang of kidnappers, they followed a girl's update every time. So a girl used to update wherever she goes. I'm in this particular restaurant and I'm eating this every time. She used to update everything.
Hmm.
And a gang of kidnappers, they read every post and they kidnapped that girl. I read this article a few days ago, close to 6-7 months ago. So I was like shocked because in this way, Facebook and social media is also harmful for people.
Correct. Yeah. So I think you have.
In fact, there are other apps. I think
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one it is. It's an app by Channel V, and wherever you are, if you're in like a problem or something, you just send just click a button, and it sends an SMS to all your emergency contacts. That I'm at this location. Please come and help me, or get in touch with me. I'm not sure. I don't remember the name. Something V Ride or something.
It is default in all Samsung applications. I mean Samsung mobile.
Averza.com. Averza.com is there. There's another one for which Kareena Kapoor was.
Yeah, correct.
So somebody was asking, are you guys detectives? That is Rudy. No, Rudy.
Actually, railway police are there in WhatsApp and other things. Okay, it definitely helps.
Yeah. So maybe those stories might be interesting.
It's my own story.
And
I
also
have
talk
started
about
with-
both the advantages and disadvantages. So you get both perspective, not only just the advantages, and you get to both sides of the story.
And I have one more point. There are a lot of Facebook groups. Like traffic police people, they have their own groups. If there is anything happening in a traffic jam or some accident in traffic, I can just post it on groups. So suddenly a policeman come to that particular place and he clears the problem. So that is very good, useful for.
Bangalore traffic police has been very active on Facebook.
Facebook,
Yeah.
yes.
There was an
They have their own hashtag.
hashtag.
That's very nice. Yeah. So yeah, could we consider this security apps and how, because India, women and security has been something that people have been talking
Security
about.
tab on online we have an.
So one more suggestion. Sorry, guys. The young and old perspective, because parents are using banking, right? So that's what Carol is telling. So if you ask the perspective of banking from how young people are using, and then the older people are using for banking perspective, and bring in the podcast, it will be nice.
There's this new ad by
Yes,
Deepika
banking
Padukone
perspective is
where,
one thing.
Big take or something.
yeah, so she's actually integrating banking with
See,
social media.
Paytm, something like that, right?
Yeah, it's actually an Axis Bank app
Okay.
which actually goes ahead and links and syncs your contacts from your WhatsApp.
Okay.
So you want to put money into their account, you don't really need their account details. You just send them through their WhatsApp, their phone number, but they need to have that app too.
Okay.
So you don't really share your details with anybody.
One more aspect is, payment transfer through net in desktop is more trusted than mobile. That is mostly a mindset.
It is not a mindset. It so happened like once I opened my Adobe Bank on my mobile. Okay, the moment I opened it and did the transaction and closed it, I started getting SMS from the bank stating that please change it immediately because your mobile app is not, you're not supposed to do that and you have done it, and it's threat. So I stopped
They are
using it.
supposed to do that because they have provided the services for our.
No, you're not supposed to open you can open it through your mobile banking app. You're not supposed to open it through Google Chrome or something from your mobile.
Okay, so one more update from Carol. So she wants to have the theme on the evolution, where it was and how it is today. Banking. I think that itself will be a separate podcast we can
It'll be
do.
different podcasts,
Yeah.
absolutely. A lot of research been going into that.
We can. I think we can make theme based kind of a podcast. Banking in India, and security in India and things like that. Yeah.
Nice, good
That
one,
is
good
what.
one, Karen, very good.
Banking and e-security in India.
Yeah, that's important. That's nice. Very nice. Thank you, Karen. Guys,
Also-
so can we quickly make a note of these things, right? In terms of usage, right? The old gen and the current gen, you talk to everybody, you make a note of that, you collect that information. Amrita, if you speak about women and security and apps regarding security, it will make a lot more sense. So you can talk about that, right? So we will transition from the banking information that you get, the story you say, and then connect it with how the usage of online banking using internet has changed over a period of time. We'll give a gist only, just an intro. Maybe during the next week or the upcoming weeks, maybe we'll look at online banking as a sector and how it's changing.
Yeah.
Instead of banking alone, you make it a finance.
Yeah, financial sector. in
Because
India.
what has happened is stockbroking. Previously, what we
Banking
used to
and
do is, I will not know what exactly the figures are happening.
Yes.
And you are always on the line telling, okay, put it. But now it's not like that. I'm just sitting in front of the system and I take a decision. I don't have to speak to anyone. Why invest and I.
See, and also online trading has become huge, right?
That's what I'm
So
Yeah.
we're calling that as online finance
Online trading,
overall.
online trading in desktop is better.
Yes.
Is a better idea, right?
Huh?
Online trading on desktop is easier.
Very easy.
Anytime easy. You can put
Anytime
your stop
easy.
loss, you can put everything. You
You
don't have to worry.
moreover, what happens? You get so much of data for you to take decision. You never had that much data previously. 5 years back, you never had something like that. You need to depend only on the broker. Whatever the broker says, you need to deliver it. You never had a candlelight or something. Today it's not like that. You have
Call up your broker gives you a quote based
It's
on
totally
that.
simplified basically. It's really
Now you
fast.
can see the live market and you can take a decision.
Sometimes that older method of trading,
The
broker
best part is
might
like
cheat you
you
sometimes.
Yeah.
Now
But now
it's
there's no absolutely
completely
nothing.
online. We can know
You
what is
know
happening.
what
around
prices
market.
are going up and down,
And
live.
I take
It's
a
not
decision.
if-
I
can-
take
you can
decision.
prefix your
Previously,
prices
broker
actually.
used to take decision and pass it on to me.
Yeah.
But now it's not like that. I take a decision. I don't depend on the broker at all.
Right.
Previously, I used to say,
Absolutely.
go by broker. Whatever is this, I say yes. There are a lot of scams which are happening. There were the network within the brokers, promoting each company and all.
Correct.
Those things are gone.
So yeah, so we can look at online financial sector as a different podcast.
And also we can add reviews.
Reviews of
Reviews of everything. Whatever I want to buy, I'll check the reviews
Yeah, I
and then I'll buy
mentioned
it.
that. Yeah.
reviews and comparison.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feedbacks, testimonies.
So are we clear about this? These two parts we need to just add a little more.
Roll.
Yeah, roll. This is Vignesh and this is Amrita. Apps regarding women's security, for example, will be Amrita's. Old generation, collation of data from everybody and including it in your stories, it's your responsibility. Yeah? Okay, good. So now let's quickly look at the facts and figures. So tell me how is India, the cities in India are being segregated, and what is the kind of internet penetration in these cities?
Cities in India are basically segregated by their population.
Right?
Any place with more than 1 million
Okay.
is called a city or urban area.
Okay.
Okay. Again, in the urban area, we have 3 different levels: Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. We have around 6 cities in Tier 1.
Out of the total number of how many cities? are there?
468.
So there are 468 cities in India, and you're saying 6 of them are tier 1.
Tier 1.
Okay.
They are Delhi. Should I separate it?
Yeah, it'll be good if you list down it's just 6, right?
Yeah, Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai, Bangalore, and Hyderabad.
Okay.
Then Mumbai having the largest population of 18.5 million, followed by Delhi 16.3 million, and Kolkata 14 million people are there. And Chennai 8.5, Bangalore 8.5 million people.
Okay.
And should I go for Tier 2 cities population? Not like that.
No, not that will be big, right?
Okay.
But
Then
how
I
many
can go
cities?
for-
How many cities come under tier 2 and tier 3 all put together?
Tier 2 there are 7 cities,
Okay.
And 416 how much?
455. So if you're saying tier 1 is 6, tier 2 is 7, then 455 will be your tier 3, correct?
Correct.
Now, out of this, these different tiers, what is the kind of internet penetration that has happened? Do we have like a percentage?
Yeah, the internet, we have in Mumbai again 16.4 million, that is the highest.
16.4 million. Mumbai has the highest
Of 16
penetration. Okay, that's good. What percentage is that?
If you calculate the percent, it must be around 80.85 to 90%. Because only 2 million are not happening. So it should be 85%.
You know what? We'll calculate that, but it can't be.
I have the number.
85%.
I have
It's
the
more
number
than
for
85%.
entire India.
Okay, good.
Entire
Please.
India.
43
So wired subscribers is around 15.39 million.
Okay.
As of 31st January 2015.
Okay. What about wireless?
Wireless is around 0.44%.
Percent of
Sorry,
total
million.
population? 0.44 million.
Million, yeah.
Look at that. 15.83. Only 15.83% on an average, or maybe a little more, let's say about 16 approximately.
No, it is 19 point, what's the total percent? 19.19% of Indian population.
Nine- 19.19.
19.
Good. See, 19.19% only. That's a very minor number, right? 16 million divided by 1.28 billion, the total population, which means there is so much potential for internet to grow here, businesses to grow online here. Agreed?
All right. So inside there is recording, so that's why I could not respond to everybody. If not write on a paper, at least. Okay, good. Okay. So can anybody respond to the? Can Carol or anybody who's watching respond to people, or I can explain. This third time I'm explaining. That's fine. This is a podcast that we are doing, and we are doing a preparation. Students are preparing for the podcast and getting ready to have the podcast live tomorrow. So this goes live next week, but we have a already podcast for tomorrow, which is going live. It is you can find information in FIR Podcast Network. FIR Podcast Network. Hi, Carol. So you can actually respond to those people, because if I'm inside, I'm not able to talk. But yeah, check out Digital India Podcast. Digital India Podcast. Oh, this allowed. And how about FIR? It's mic. That's why. How about now? Is it tech or business? Sweden. Hi. But the discussion is not for. Of course. See, it's just we are trying to brainstorm. That is why it is not organized. Of course, it should be organized. It's more tech. No, digital. So if you can just go to the Digital India Podcast, you can just see what we are discussing. It's nothing but it's all digital social media in India. That's what we are doing. How is the loud? Am I too loud? Why talk about security? Well, it's a perspective. So it's a discussion. We want to bring in anything that is interesting or anything that is useful. That's what we're going to discuss. But of course, like you said, you guys give us suggestions, which we will fine tune. It is just still new. We are doing it new, so your suggestions are going to help. Security in banking is fine. All right, let's do that. Maybe if you guys can just jot down and just give us an idea about what are the things that we can discuss. That will be great. Your feedback will be good. You're based in Bangalore. That's right. We're based in Indranagar. So this is our academy, and this is one of the session. We are in Indranagar. Okay. Okay. So any other feedback? Which academy? It's Web Marketing Academy. Web Marketing Academy. Um, Web Marketing Academy. Yes, thank you, Amar.
There's a time meeting and stuff like that. So
Okay.
for Thursday.
Okay, guys, just say hi and who you are, so that they can get some perspective of who you guys are. Just a little bit about yourself. Who's going to start?
Manigandan. Hi, this is Manigandan here.
Okay.
I am Avik. I'm from Kolkata.
Hey guys, I'm Vignesh and I'm from OT.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Amrita. I'm from Goa and now married, so now we're from Bombay. And now you're in Bangalore.
Bangalore, very
So all
nice.
over the place.
Yeah, I'm Arjun and I'm from Bangalore.
Okay, very good. You. Okay.
I'm Manjunath and I'm working with Web Marketing Academy here in Bangalore. This is an awesome team. So if you come to Bangalore, do visit us. We'd love to meet you.
Saying high five. Everybody saying high five. Thank you.
High
Thank you.
five. Thank you.
Thank you. So follow us on
At Suresh Babu _
or
or
just,
you can also check out at the digital CF. That's THE digital C like in cat, M like in cat.
So thank you. They're giving some flowers and high fives. Very
Thank
nice.
you. Thank you.
All right, guys. All right. So we'll catch you up soon. Check out Digital India Podcast and FIR Podcast Network. Bye for now.